Hey, everybody. Brad Linder back again at you with Bengali from the Thundercats. I know I said I was going to do Linkso, but I decided to do something uh, a little more unique. And I thought this one would be better than a headshot for the weekend. Going to share this over with the page real quick and the Facebook channel, or the YouTube channel, so that everybody can see it. And we're going to be able to kick this off and get it done. So give me just a second. There it goes. Cool deal. Now, I'm going to pop on here and get this thing knocked out. Now, bump the table. Going to start off with erasing a little more here because I missed a little bit. That tends to happen sometimes. That's okay. Now, I'm going to use a Sharpie for this logo because I want it to be as red and vibrant as possible. And if you don't know who Bengali is, he is one of the Thundercats that came in later. He was one of the Thunderians, more or less, that came in later. In the later seasons, he showed up with Pumaro, which I've already done, and Linkso, which I have penciled and inked, but not colored yet. And they were just some of the other Thunderians that escaped when Thundar was going to be destroyed and overrun by the mutants. And obviously Bengali is based on a Bengal tiger, and the dude is just freaking phenomenal. He happens to be one of my favorite Thundercats of all. I just really dig this character, almost as much as I do Tigra, which to me, I was always nerdy and science focused and whatnot, and I've talked about that before. But as far as the characters' ideal personalities go, this guy is just the one I resonated to the most. I love this character. He is phenomenal. And I thought he would have the most potential to expand in the series, but of course they didn't let it go that far. He got a little bit of character development, but nothing really happened of it. And in the comic books, he is still one of the guys that is around, but barely. He grew older with Lion-O a little bit, and kind of as Panthro and Tiger got older, he grew up a little bit and became a major player. But other than that, it was just one of those things, Hey, Neil. Jimmy made it too. Thanks for coming on. Ooh, snapped the tip off my lid there. That's okay. That happens. I'm going with this suit, not to get sidetracked off the story idea, but if you haven't seen him, check him out with the original series. You'll definitely enjoy it. If you enjoy it at all, you'll dig this guy. But I'm going to go a little bit darker with the suit than I am with his face because I wanted to keep him different. I always thought that was awkward that they colored the suit the exact same blue as his face. I just found that really strange. So I'm going a little bit darker on that one so the fabric differentiates a little bit. Excuse me. And there we go. Cool deal. Yeah, I like that. I was worried about it clashing, but I've got like 5 blues here, so we can knock this out and get it going. Hopefully this one will color in pretty quick, but I'm still trying to keep it clean and professional. You had to do the job right. Got a throat drop in, and my daughter thought it was funny to mix the bags up. So I have some fruit flavored ones, citrus flavored, orange, lemon, grapefruit, that kind of thing. And then I have another one that is called Intense Cool. And apparently that's what I got. So now it shocked my throat. So bear with me while I kind of clear things up here and readjust, because that was funny for a family laugh. She thought that was hilarious. Because I can't tell the flavors until, you consume them. You can't really tell, and it's just, this thing is overpowering me here. But anyway, so I digress. But anyhow, family fun ensues. Love that kid. But yeah, got this kind of darker blue, which was on the arms. And I don't know, it's almost like they ran out of color when they made him or something. It's just like, we've got all these blues, let's use these blues. So that's what they did with him. It's weird. Let me see here. I'm going to go with this really dark blue for the armor. And these will stay white, but I'll touch them up with gray here in a moment. This is pretty clean. I'm keeping it as simple and one note as I can for that purpose, so we can get that done. But let's see what I can do here. Yeah, I need to grab that gray. A light one for his skin, a little bit darker for his armor straps. So go with this darker one, the armor, like that. Now I think tomorrow I'm going to probably color one for the standard card to get another one of these done, and then I'm going to do something special for you guys and try to do a live, another live session for penciling something new. But I'm one panel away from finishing the pages for the Night of the Living Dead, and I'm trying to really, really get that done so that we can get that site live, because I really want that page up for you guys to be able to get a hold of the comic book. And can't do that if I'm tied up with this. But I'm not going to give this up. I'm still going to do it. I've been asked by numerous people not to, so I'm not going to quit just yet. Fill out the sketchbook, get that going, and see where we're at from there. But everybody keeps asking me if I'm going to keep going beyond that, and I keep saying I don't know. It depends on you guys. So we'll see. I mean, if you guys want me to keep going beyond that, let me know. Let me know as you view it. Let me know. Okay. Now I'm going to lightly touch into these shades because I don't want to change him into a blue-gray color, because that's not cool with what I'm doing here. I want to keep it original to the concept. I just want to accent this white just a little bit, though, because I want to break it up, because it is so white. There's so much negative space in here. I want to break that up just a little bit, and that's what I'm looking at doing. I'm not looking at coloring it in, just kind of breaking up the monotony of the white just a little bit here and there. Going on the underside of these stripes here to get that done. I'm going to go a little bit in that fold there, that part. Like I said, just trying to add a little bit of contrast without seriously breaking him up too much, because that's not the point. a little bit of shading. And there we go. That's going to work. Now I'm going to color his eyes. I'm going to check my reference here because I can't remember if his eyes, they're dark blue. I want to make sure that's legit, and I have to check it out. So they are dark blue, so I'm going to go with this same medium blue here. Which is way darker than his skin color, and that lights up very well. Leave a little highlight on this one. Very cool. All right, cool deal. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Now, I'm going to take my dark gray here because of the fact that I want him to contrast but not pop off too much in an out of control fashion, you know. So by that I mean I don't want it to be just where it's like boom in your face or, you know, clashing with like a purple or something like that. So I'm going to take this darker smoky gray I've got. I'm going to go around him and pop him out here, which is kind of ironic because he's the one that took over, became a slave for Mum-Ra in the original series. They brainwash him and he becomes a slave for a while, which kind of is awkward because in the remake, the 2012 remake or 2010 remake, whenever they did the new manga version or anime version, excuse me. Just to be clear on that, anime is the animation and manga is the comic book version, comic book style. And anyway, they made Panthro Mum-Ra's slave and made him his general and all that in the new one, which I finally did get around to watching. To the fans of that are followers of mine, I finally did get around to watching that, and it was decent. It still wasn't as impressive to me as the first one, of course, but if I was a kid today, I would probably be impressed because that was the closest thing to an 80s cartoon that you could get today by today's standards of animation, because everything is, man, it's either non-existent or it's kid cutesy. You know what I mean? Non-existent as in just a lesson of the day and that's it. No heart, no story, no real purpose, just escape funny. Or it's got a lesson of the day type of educational thing where it steps in and goes, okay, this is going to teach you something, you know, like Dora the Explorer type of feel to it. And it's just, bore me to death. But anyway, we've got Bengali here. I finished it up. I want to keep this short and sweet because I've got some other stuff to do. And like I said, I'm finishing up that last panel on that page that I want to get inked and colored tonight so I can get this page up. And until then, talk to you guys later. You know what to do with it. We've got this earth for a little bit. Let's leave it better for the next generation and see if we can be nice while we're here. So until then, take care, guys. See you tomorrow.